Then you have, next up, we have the Detroit Lions at home taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Lions' first playoff win since, 1991 or 1981? It was something like that. It's been a long, I think it was 1991. It was something like that. But congrats to the Lions, and I think they're going to keep it rolling against the Buccaneers, man. Look, I think this is going to be a really good matchup. This is a 50-50 matchup. And once I looked at this game, once I was like putting together this graphic and a couple of the graphics I got for a couple of videos, I'm like, okay, man, this is going to be a good game. We're going to be either seeing the Lions or the Bucs in the conference championship, which is pretty cool. You know, the Bucs without Brady, and the Lions possibly getting in. And you know, it's really awesome to see Baker Mayfield playing the way he has. But back to the Lions. Let's talk about the Lions a little bit first. So, my thing with this offense is if the matchup is good, it depends on what the defense likes to call and what they like to run. Todd Bowles and the Bucs, they like to call man coverage. They like to blitz. They like to try and pressure the quarterback. Now, this can go either way for the Bucs. If Jared Goff is pressured all day long, he could have a rough day because Jared Goff typically isn't the best quarterback under pressure. He's been good under pressure. He has had some. That's where he has struggled most this season, when he was put under pressure a bit. But they also call, with all that man coverage and that blitzing, the Lions and Jared Goff, if Jared Goff can get the time, they have the weapons. That offense can tear up a man coverage and blitzing defense. But like I said, it's a double-edged sword. Jared Goff, if he gets time, he could do a phenomenal job, and the Lions will probably win this game and probably put up 30-plus points. Now, if Jared Goff is not playing well under pressure, say, the Lions offensive line isn't having the best of days, that can be the difference in this game, because that Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, they're kind of like the Texans defense in a couple ways. They're very opportunistic, but I do think the Bucs defense is a little more complete. I think they have a couple more playmakers, like Antoine Winfield Jr. He is a monster. I freaking love that dude. One of the best safeties in the league. He's incredible. I might have to get myself a jersey of him one of these days if he's just an awesome safety. But Lions at home, I think the Lions are going to have the extra juice at home, and I think it's a decent matchup for them as long as that Lions offensive line keeps playing the way they did last week versus the Rams, because the Rams have a really good defensive line. You have Byron Young, you have Aaron Donald, of course, really, really solid defensive line, and they did a good job. Jared Goff did a good job. So I think that the Lions are going to be able to make that extra play. Like I said, this game can go either way. Now you talk about the Lions defense. This could be the downfall of this game. This is where I can see the Bucs winning this game. Lions defense is middle of the pack. They've had rough weeks. They haven't played well at times. They did a very good job against the Cowboys a couple weeks ago. But this week you're playing a fired up Baker Mayfield. A Baker Mayfield that is playing great football. He's played incredible. It's so awesome to see him doing what he's doing. After everything he's been through, he's doing such a good job. He's got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Cade Otton is very underrated. I really like Rashad White. He's a nice playmaker. They didn't run the ball too well last weekend, but they're playing a really tough defensive line. Nonetheless, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can put up some points in this game. I wouldn't be shocked if both teams put up 30+. I'm just going to say that Baker Mayfield maybe makes that extra mistake. I think that this game, either of these quarterbacks can make that mistake, and that's the way it's going to go. But I do think the Lions are going to win this football game. I think they're going to advance to the NFC Championship, and I think the Bucs go home. They're better at home too. The Lions play pretty good at home as well. But yeah, unfortunately, Tampa Bay, sorry, but it's a 50-50 game. I can truly see this going either way for the reasons that I explained.